G'day everyone, welcome back to the ICC Jimbo channel, and in today's video, I'll be reviewing the Champions Trophy, which makes its grand return after an 8-year hiatus. These are the following teams who qualified and will participate in this tournament: Australia, India, Pakistan, New Zealand, South Africa, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and England. The Champions Trophy opening game started with Tom Latham and Will Young, who both smashed centuries for New Zealand, which resulted in an easy victory against the reigning champs Pakistan in Karachi. Despite Towin Hidroy's century, it just wasn't enough for Bangladesh as they fell to Shubman Gill and India in Dubai. South Africa started their Champions Trophy campaign extremely strongly as they defeated Afghanistan with ease. To finish off a strong start to the Champions Trophy, it was Josh Inglis who torched England and was successfully able to lead Australia to the highest ICC tournament run chase in the history of the sport against arch rivals England in Lahore. The second round of matches began with arguably the biggest rivalry as India locked heads with Pakistan. It was Virat Kohli who smashed the century to get India a comfortable victory as India qualified for the finals by knocking out Pakistan. New Zealand comfortably defeat Bangladesh to go undefeated and officially qualify for the finals. Australia and South Africa had to split points as the rain had other plans. Afghanistan and Imran Zardan ended England's campaign with a thrilling 8-run victory as Afghanistan and Australia will be a knockout clash in Group B. The final round of the group stages started with a washout between Pakistan and Bangladesh, as well as another washout between Australia and Afghanistan, meaning the Aussies will qualify for the finals at the expense of Afghanistan's spot. South Africa smashed England, meaning they will be heading off to the semis, and to end the final group stage match, it was India who defeated New Zealand in Dubai, meaning they will finish first in Group A. With the Champions Trophy group stage matches now complete, these are the following teams who have qualified for the Champions Trophy semi-finals: India, South Africa, New Zealand, and Australia. Semi-final 1, India vs Australia. What a matchup this truly is in Dubai. Australia vs India. The two heavyweights go to battle for a spot in the Champions Trophy final. Australia won the toss and elected to bat first. It was a poor start from Australia as Cooper Connolly fell on a 9-ball duck. Travis had 39 runs, continued his scary dominant ways with Steve Smith in the middle as the duo hit a 50-run partnership before Head had to go. Marnus Labuschagne 29 runs gave Smudge a hand in the middle, playing the anchor role as the two hit 56 runs before Marnus sadly had to depart. Alex Carrick 61 runs and Steve Smith got to work as the duo hit 54 runs between each other. But like the other partnerships, they couldn't get anything over 50, as Steve Smith's amazing innings unfortunately had to come to a close. From there, it was a complete collapse from Australia as the 280 to 300 run mark that they were looking for never eventuated. Australia needed quick wickets, and that just wasn't the case as Rohit Sharma 28 runs and Shubman Gill 8 runs got the ball moving for India. Ben Dwarshuis for Australia was able to get the first breakthrough removing Gill, and not long after that Cooper Connolly took out Rohit, but from there Australia completely struggled as Virat Kohli 84 runs and Shreyas Iyer 45 runs hit 91 runs between each other. Despite Adam Zampa and Nathan Ellis removing the big fish such as Kohli, the damage was already done from that Kohli-Iyer partnership, and despite Zamps and Ellis getting the late wickets, it just wasn't enough as India officially qualifies to the Champions Trophy final, which will now be hosted in Dubai. Semi-final 2, South Africa vs New Zealand. With a spot in the final against India up for grabs, both New Zealand and South Africa will be desperate to get to a final after notoriously both being very unsuccessful in getting to the finals or winning them. New Zealand won the toss and elected to bat first. It was an amazing start for the Kiwis as Rachin Ravindra 108 runs and Will Young 21 runs got to a decent 48-run partnership before Young had to go. From there was a massive 164-run partnership between Ravindra and Kane Williamson 102 runs, as the Kiwis were in the box seat for victory. Rachin had to go, and soon after that Williamson and Tom Latham 4 runs also had to depart, but that wouldn't stop the Kiwis as Daryl Mitchell 49 runs and Glenn Phillips 49 runs not out continued the surge. Although Mitchell had to depart, Michael Bracewell 16 runs and Mitchell Satner 2 runs not out helped Phillips, which helped New Zealand overtake Australia as the highest ICC ODI title ever, as New Zealand got themselves in the 360s. For South Africa to win, things had to go their way, and it had to go their way fast, but that simply wasn't the case, as Ryan Rickleton's 17 runs departed cheaply. Tembe Bavama's 56 runs and Rassi's 69 runs got the ball rolling for South Africa as they hit a 105-run partnership before Bavama had to go. From there, it was a complete collapse as Mitchell Satner, Rachin Ravindra and Glenn Phillips absolutely destroyed the South African batting attack as they couldn't string along any decent partnership. The only man the Kiwis couldn't stop was David Miller, who smashed a century, but it just was too little too late as the Kiwis will be heading back to Dubai against India for a chance at silverware. The final, India versus New Zealand. It's the big dance in Dubai. Can India remain undefeated for this entire tournament, or can the Kiwis pull off one of the great upsets and collect their second Champions Trophy blazer? New Zealand won the toss and elected to bat first. Things didn't exactly go to plan for the Kiwis, as Will Young fell on 15 runs. Rachin Ravindra 37 runs and Kane Williamson 11 runs were not far behind, as now the Kiwis were in some serious trouble. Daryl Mitchell 53 runs attempted to get the ball moving for New Zealand, but he had no one to help him as Tom Latham 14 runs fell. Glenn Phillips 34 runs gave Mitchell a hand, but it just wasn't enough as India struck once more. Michael Bracewell 53 runs not out, then guided the Kiwis to a semi-respectable score, but a lot of work will need to be done if they are to defend 251 runs and win the Champions Trophy in Dubai. Things started perfectly for India as Rohit Sharma 71 runs and Shubman Gill 31 runs smashed a 105-run opening partnership before Gill had to go. Virat Kohli 1 run was unable to contribute as he was gone extremely cheaply. Rohit eventually departed, but the damage he caused on New Zealand was already there. Shreyas Iyer 48 runs and Axar Patel 29 runs continued to pile on the pain for New Zealand as they hit 61 runs together before Iyer had to go. Despite a couple of late wickets, it was KL Rahul, 34 runs not out, who got the job done for India as they went undefeated and won the Champions Trophy. India went undefeated in all their games in Dubai instead of playing in Pakistan, which angered many cricket fans. I was fine when India got the all clear and could play all their matches in Dubai, but I don't understand why they got to play all their games at a single venue. There are more than one stadium in the UAE, and I know this because of watching the ILT20. And I believe they should have had to travel to those other stadiums just like the other teams had to travel. But besides all of that, this was a fun and entertaining tournament. Congratulations India on a very successful Champions Trophy campaign. Thanks for watching guys, and until the next one, cheers!